Black Box Production.
The boy Tacoochie is scoring. It's crazy to see, like, the script get flipped by a rainbow chip. Cause I'll post a link to this video in the description. But Tacoochie, he went bad on Meek Mill. In essence, Jay-Z, because of the Meek Mill situation, is with the female from Roc Nation. And he went bad on Snoop Dogg, showing paperwork online. But Meek Mill played himself on my mama, because Cuz jumped out. As soon as Tacoochie got out, he went bad on him, talking about, if you hang with a rat, you a rat too. So, like, Meek Mill representing the struggle, the streets, supposedly, the part of hip-hop that hasn't compromised, that still keep it gritty, grimy, fresh out the system. That's the part that he supposedly represent, the part that has some integrity and some character, structure, and sustenance when it comes to the culture and the essence of what real niggas represent. Supposedly, he chose to be the voice to speak out big with his platform and designate anybody that hang with a rat as a rat. And wow, that is a very profound statement that I might have to say I agree with. I must say I have to agree with. And I think I even made some type of commentary, whether it was on here or on my IG page. I think I said something in salutations toward Mr. Mill for using his voice to speak in that direction toward the activity that Tacoochie had allowed himself to get caught up in with his situation. So it's kind of like you had to cheer for Meek Mill in that situation because he spoke out. But the rainbow bright Snitchnine Tacoochie, this boy, he done went and pointed out the fact that the CEO of Roc Nation was selling birds, got caught up. And as a result of her getting caught up, she agreed to wear a wire and bring down some high-ranking cartel members. This is like documented. I've heard rumors of this a lot. To keep it a Google, facts over feelings. You know how we feel about Tacoochie, but the fact is, he brought the facts to the forefront that just detailed. He went and read it. Like, he went on the internet, looked it up, and read the details of the case. And when they said her testimony made her a favorite or a superstar or something of that nature in the eyes of the federal government, the DEA, because of her testimony, when he read that part, he just seamlessly slid in, as did mine. He was like, her testimony made her a hero amongst the federales, and he was like, as did mine. So he is just like boldly claiming how bad he stank, but then he like, if y'all gonna judge me in hip-hop and anybody that hang with me, and now look how the paradigm flipped. He got Nicki Minaj on his elbow, so you know that got Meek sick. And he did. Meek, you jumped out there. Didn't nobody ask you to call a rat, and anybody that hang with a rat, a rat. Nobody asked you to say that. You a grown man. You spoke out. Now it look like the boy done shut you up and marked you out. It's not like he just jumped on your bumper and you didn't never respond. You started it. Now he going dumb on you, putting you on blast. And if your word, your integrity means anything to you, are you finna push for Lil Mama to be removed from the label, or are you finna step down, or is you just full of it? You standing up, getting all this community support as if you pushing the line on politics and reform with prisons. All that means, you can check my character. I'm a Google with what I say I am. If you don't know what a Google is, that's 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times 100 times 100. While you keep it a stack and all that, we keep it a Google around here. So if you really solid like that, you saying your word is your bond. You just declared to the world that anybody that hang with a rat is a rat. And then the most notorious rat of our time just exposed you for being on the internet hanging with a rat that rank in his ranking. So what is your justification, or are you ready to throw on your rat hat? The people want to know, Mr. Mill. It seems like if y'all just stick to being entertainers and people that make records and like to hang with the elites and socialize and be fancy, that'll be fine. But every time you step out on a public platform and try to insert yourself in issues that general public is interested in, and then you speak out as if on these subjects you possess some type of integrity, and then you get caught lacking like that, what is your response? I know you finna stay right over there in bed with the Fed. So you just talk bad about yourself and you let the Rainbow Bright Boy expose you. He got on Snoop Dogg too. Showed Snoop Dogg paperwork. Then he went back to the old Suge Knight. The old Suge Knight. Like Meek Mill, you cool with T.I., bro. So when you saying anybody that hang with a rat is a rat, before you even have to shake the executive over there, the female, I don't want to misquote her name. It's like a Latin name. I think it's Perez or something like that. But she full-fledged, bro. Was heavy in the game, getting money with the D-boys, the real D-boys, not even the D-boys, the D-lords. Get caught up, and she straight flipped on them and took down a whole big old chunk of the cartel. I've been trying to not really know that actually happened. But thanks to the rat, I know now. And Jay-Z, you really, your integrity is extremely in question, dude. You built your whole empire on the back of saying that the people from that lifestyle live vicariously through you. And you exemplified that even in your transition into corporate America. You maintain the integrity of not just shitting on the game. And now for you to be in such a unnecessary position, for you to have to deal with anybody that you don't absolutely choose to, for you to be in such close cohorts with somebody that got down like that in the game, you on the other side, my not. I have to reject your deposit on behalf of the real ones. And I know when you sticking to the script, it's a lonely road. I know a whole lot of people gonna have a whole lot of other stuff to say. That ain't no bandwagon they gonna be quick to jump on. But I'm not giving out no more passes. Y'all over there with a rat infestation. Y'all got a straight DEA agent, a DEA star. Everybody get Clifford a pass. Hip hop is full of rats. Ain't nobody standing in judgment of none of the rats. It's cool. Got paperwork. We know Snoopy Catty ran to the one time when he got fired on. He even gave statements about murders in that situation that had nothing to do with it. But, it's hip hop. It ain't the streets. And it even go down in the streets. On my mama. Shout out Tiny Biscuit. 6'8" Crib. On my mama. But I don't give a
Press play. The next motherfucker time I see this motherfucker, and he ain't got my motherfucker.
You say we can't cancel people just because it's a disagreement on one subject. I don't know what we can do. I'm telling you what I'm doing personally. It's not a disagreement on one subject. It is a betrayal of everything an individual has claimed to stand for the entire time he's been before the public eye. And when you can turn your back on something that supposedly meant that much to everything that you've established and developed, you'll turn your back on anything. It just really puts his whole, like, I tried to overlook the arrogance and the betrayal and the sneakiness and the lack of firmness and purpose with his brother Kaepernick when he made that comment. I think we're past kneeling. It was like said with the Jay-Z arrogance that I have grown to love for so many other reasons through the years. When he's gone to that little disposition, it's been right on point so many other times when he's been questioned about other things. But here, when being questioned about something like the kneeling of Kaepernick, and only in the hindsight of George Floyd, rest in peace, has it become so obvious that his response was boo-boo. It was real, what word would I want to, it was like, it was a sly, deceptive, arrogant betrayal of the stance that Kaepernick was taking on behalf of the people. And now I'm seeing how everybody doubling back, want to be on Cap nuts now. Everybody got to say so on whether he should or should not take an NFL offer. I don't care what he do. I hope he do whatever he want, but everybody got an opinion. I'm gonna play it for you, Haitian quick. I seen how you gonna tell me Jay-Z has been uplifting the black community through other means. Man, you don't get it, dude. You don't get it. It ain't for everybody. You right here in the black box, and you involved in some conversation that's over your head. It doesn't even tap into your integrity level. This conversation I made for those like you. Word to the wise is sufficient. If those are the responses you have to the facts that were just presented, you on the other side too. We don't care about none of that. When you get down like this, a multitude is good. A multitude of good is destroyed, eliminated, thrown out with one slip up. I don't care what you've done other than the fact that you're participating in certain activity makes you no good. On my mama. And you said one issue. It's not just one. He said that old, oh, that ain't the word no more. I've been understanding. But he said that old house, that house near, we passed kneeling, but he has no alternative what's next after kneeling. And then when we passed kneeling, you realize kneeling was such a profound thing to be doing that everyone of color should have been kneeling. When they open back up, everybody should have kneeled. That's what we don't understand. United we stand, divided we fall. The only reason they was able to pick Kaepernick apart like that is because everybody didn't kneel. There is no NFL without us. You might as well watch golf. That's how athletic the game would be. And they know that. That's why when it comes to the numbers of who fills what positions, that's why we got those kind of numbers, because there is no game without us. But everybody is so thinking y'all need to go watch the movie Glory. Things like that, and put back in your forefront of your mind the perspective of what it means to be us in America and us being in a group. Go look at Glory and look at when the soldiers were just dying to be a part of the fighting, and when they needed boots and shoes. And when the boots and shoes finally came for their feet to get, their feet was tore up. If you look how they distributed the goods when they come, it wasn't no me. Before you was taking a pair for yourself, you was just as quick trying to turn around and make sure your partner had a pair. It's like a whole nother energy now. If they in bed with the enemy, they the enemy. Oh my mama. We don't got time for all that, but he this, but he that, but he nah. Bro been standing for a certain level of integrity when it comes to dealing with them people my whole life. You are not afforded the privilege of just marrying a female that's bigger than life, start being engaging in business that's bigger than life, and then still get the respect from those who helped you build your whole empire as far as vouching for who you are and your integrity, and then slap us in the face by start just running around with the feds that take down. Come on, my boy. Your whole story supposedly is you was heavy in the game and you made it through unscathed, got to wash your money, wash your life, and make it to the real life American dream on the top of the thing. You avoided the pitfalls of the Fed ruining your whole situation. But then you gonna go partner up and lay in bed with somebody that was successful? Come on, Jigga. You can't be nothing but shine from now on with me. Or worse. That's deep. It's just really hitting me. That's deep. We past kneeling, but they still kneeling in our necks. And Jigga, you not finna do nothing else beyond kneel as far as physical. So what are you suggesting? Are you trying to pump up either a whole multitude of people to go out and do some crash test dummy activity that you wouldn't do? Or are you saying that there's some other political arm that we can utilize to make more effect than kneeling? I'm so lost. I agree. You have to hold the line. If you don't hold the line, the enemy will break through and we will be overrun. My granddad used to say, hold the line on my mama. And this is just not promoting any type of activity, but I remember being in Wayside involved in racial riots where we was outnumbered by the essays. And I remember us having our back against the wall. Shout out to my boy Slug from Treetop. And I remember when the blacks started dismantling it. I'm like, where y'all going? Don't run. But it just made me think like, hold the line. You got to hold the line. I know we outnumbered, but you got to hold the line. Everybody got to realize sacrifice has got to be involved. These celebrities is almost all compromised, bro. To put your foot in your mouth like that and call all rats a rat, and you laying right up in the bed with rats, and the only person out here speaking on it is a rat. That's crazy. Man, he went to parallel about how he told the boy Meek, Nicki Minaj made you. You know it. He was like, what Drake said? Is that your tour or your girl tour? He bled him with all facts on my mama. But then, that's Tricky Nicky, boy. The game is crazy. The hip-hop game is crazy. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Now, y'all see how the homie went through, got up close on everything, came out hollering, I ain't nothing like you rapping. They didn't know what he meant. But y'all see what kind of page I was on, right? When the homie passed, God bless his soul, right? And when I used to be around him, just based on, you see how he was just mellow, cool with everybody, right? And then when I'm around him and then we talk, we talking, and I'm always like, I know I gotta calm down, I gotta quit, like, be more like you. He like, no, SPI, you gotta do you. So just think about, y'all can know, y'all, my people who've been with me know about the time he passed, how much interaction we done had with certain individuals on this public platform, and why I'm telling him, I know I need to kick back. He telling me, no, keep doing you. He had a couple of names that he was interested in making sure that it could be Gucci with everybody else green light that I had been speaking on. So y'all can imagine with him telling me don't hold back, and y'all see what I'm on and who I'll be speaking on and what he and I was planning on doing. And he had green light to ask me to refrain from like whoever, and he was like, nah, get them all. Just think, before he passed, I was the only one saying, and at the time I wasn't on how he was gonna feel about it. I'm like, dang, it's crazy. The homie say I ain't nothing like you rap niggas and everybody on his nuts. I say, when I say it and point out a few of the rap niggas and point out a few of the differences, I'm considered a hater. Y'all in my comments calling me a hater. I say that's crazy. I'm saying the same thing he said. I'm just pointing out naming some of the rap niggas and then pointing out the difference. And I ain't rhyming and I ain't rapping. And y'all got a problem with that. That's crazy. Jay Smith, good looking on my mama. Oh, okay, that was you that just we had to little. Yeah, man, you coming in here trying to speak on behalf of trash. If you're comfortable giving your vote of integrity to a ex-champion, D-boy, hip-hop mogul that has turned in, he does not need to associate with any one individual, period. And if he doesn't have enough integrity to keep his camp clean of federal informants, all right, you can have that, bro. And you can have that 5 back. I'll bless the 5 back if you standing on that. If you ain't rethought that, we reject your deposit. Oh, blah. Yeah, it's crazy. Like, everybody who Pac was on, and because, a nigga didn't know Pac, nigga ain't just gonna jump on no Pac bandwagon, even though you was riding with Pac in your heart and all that. But you still gave everybody a fair shake, including Jay-Z through the years. Pac was on his head. I had no idea why. And then because of everything I knew about Jay-Z, it was cool. Jay-Z been getting thumbs up in my book up until this right here. And as much as I've been trying to overlook it, I've been hearing about it. And I haven't really been up on the facts, so it's just been a rumor. But thanks to Tacoochie, I now know the details. And yeah, it's nothing he can say to justify that, bro. It's just... And then all y'all who would try to say something to save face for him or say you can't just get rid of everybody, you just like Lot's wife. Y'all don't realize sometimes you got to let it all burn down to rebuild. You keep trying to hold on to faulty pieces of a foundation. Your foundation and your structural format is never going to be sufficient to build something substantial on. You're always going to get to a certain part, plateau, and then fall down because it starts with the foundation. You cannot build nothing sturdy on faulty foundation, and compromised people are faulty. Anyone that's doing something against the government as far as getting money trying to beat them, then you get caught up and in turn flip on your comrades and assist the government. Come on, man. You ain't supposed to be getting hired at nothing that Jigga got no control over. Not the Jigga we know. Y'all looking for signs of people selling their soul, and you keep wanting to see a ceremony where it's reminiscence of a seance and all that, and you'll miss it. These are the signs that individuals have sold their soul right here in front of your face. Somebody like Meek Mill passing judgment on what he feel about people who hang with rats and being so pointed. He didn't leave no room for no misunderstanding. He didn't need no clarification. You hang with a rat, you a rat. And then Tacoochie, the rat, showing pictures of you on the internet with a rat. She's a member of your whole prison reform organization. Wow. I don't know about y'all. I can no longer look at any of them the same kind of way. It don't matter who it matters to. It don't gotta matter to nobody. I'm talking to the 2 and 3 people right here that's tapped in with me because we usually agree with each other. Anybody here with any other type of energy, you got problems anyway. Because don't you realize there are literally millions of videos available on YouTube alone? And then there are other platforms with content outside of YouTube with other millions of videos you could be spending your time listening to. And here you are, bothered by my little video and my little input on a worldwide subject that has no effect or consequence on it. Who got the problem? You and me. Because when this video go off, you're going to sit there and still talk about these same subjects with you, your homies, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. It's what y'all gonna talk about anyway. But yet and still, with all the content available in the world, or just on YouTube alone, here you are on my video complaining about what I think. You have a problem. Yeah, Jim Jones comfortable over there. Yeah, it's just, I say it's a rat infestation.
Nip hustling. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.